Did you know there's a thing called revenge bedtime procrastination? Yeah, it's when your body's absolutely done for the day, but your brain is like, nah, I'm not done being awake and slightly miserable yet. So instead of sleeping, you voluntarily stay up scrolling TikTok, or watching videos of raccoons washing grapes, or Googling if your childhood best friend is secretly thriving without you. And here's the kicker: you finally go to bed, you sleep a full 8 hours, and you still wake up feeling like a dropped lasagna, like your soul got run over by your own expectations. So let's get straight to it. No fluff, no rise and grind, no drink more water cliches. Why the hell are you waking up tired even when you're technically doing everything right? Because here's the truth they don't put in the sleep hygiene blogs. Sleep and rest are not the same thing. Let me say that again for the people in the back who are surviving on lavender candles and good intentions. Sleep and rest are not the same damn thing. You can sleep for 8 hours and still feel like a hollowed out version of yourself if the rest you're getting isn't the kind your soul actually needs. Most of us are sleeping like our phones are plugged into a charger that's not even connected to the wall. The screen goes black, sure, but the battery still at 2% because you're not just physically tired, you're mentally fried, emotionally clogged, spiritually wrung out, like a used dish sponge. And nobody taught you how to fix that. You've been told to prioritize sleep, sure, but has anyone ever taught you how to rest your mind, or your heart, or your nervous system that's been stuck in fight or flight since 2019? Didn't think so. There are 7 types of rest. 7. And no, this isn't a BuzzFeed quiz. It's real. Physical rest is only one piece. Then you've got mental rest, emotional rest, sensory rest, creative rest, social rest, and spiritual rest. And you? You're probably bankrupt in 6 out of 7, but blaming your pillow. It's like trying to fix a flat tire by vacuuming your car. Looks productive, feels productive, still drives like crap. Mental rest? Let's talk about it. You ever feel like your brain is a browser with 39 tabs open, 17 of which are frozen, and one is playing music but you can't find which one? That's you. That's your brain on modern life. You wake up already tired because your subconscious spent the night speed running anxiety simulations. You're overthinking problems you don't even have yet, replaying every awkward thing you've ever said, planning conversations that'll never happen. You're solving imaginary puzzles while your body's trying to recharge. No wonder you wake up feeling like you got hit by a truck made of your own insecurities. Emotional rest? Yeah, you don't have that either. You've been people pleasing so hard, you forgot who you even are, smiling through things that hurt, saying, it's fine, when it's clearly not, carrying the emotional weight of everyone around you while yours sits in the corner collecting dust and resentment. So you wake up drained, not because your sleep sucked, but because you spent the whole previous day pretending to be okay. That's exhausting. Sensory rest? Look around you. Every screen is screaming. Every app wants your attention. The lights are too bright. The sounds are too loud. Even your notifications have notifications. You're living in a constant state of sensory assault, and you wonder why your brain won't shut up at night? Brother, your nervous system is glitching like a 90s dial-up modem, and you think melatonin is going to fix that? Cute. Creative rest? Yeah. Let's talk about how you used to write or paint or sing or build things or dance around like a weirdo when no one was watching. But now your creative outlet is reorganizing your Notion dashboard and pretending you're being productive. You're not uninspired. You're overstimulated and undernourished. You need awe. You need silence. You need wonder. But your life's been all task, no soul. And then there's social rest, which doesn't just mean being alone, by the way. It means being around people who don't require you to perform, people you don't have to impress or manage or emotionally babysit. And if you're surrounded by people who drain you more than they fill you, no amount of alone time is going to fix that. You're not an introvert, you're just emotionally malnourished. And finally, spiritual rest. No, not religion. I mean, the deep, grounding sense that your life has meaning, that you're connected to something bigger than just surviving your to do list. And if that's missing, if your days are just empty cycles of work, doom scrolling, pretending to care, and collapsing into bed, you can sleep 10 hours and still wake up feeling like you're not really alive. So here's the truth: you don't need more sleep. You need to stop living a life that's this emotionally expensive. You need to stop calling burnout normal. You need to stop numbing out every night and wondering why your brain doesn't trust you enough to fully shut down. Because rest isn't what you do after you've done enough. Rest is what you need so you can show up for your life without collapsing. You know what's wild? Most people feel more rested after a single honest conversation than they do after an entire weekend of self care. Because when you finally stop pretending, when you take off the mask, let yourself cry, scream, be weird, admit what hurts, say what you need, and remember who the hell you are, that kind of rest hits different. Let me tell you a story. There was this girl, let's call her Sam. Sam had the dream job: good salary, remote work, kombucha in the fridge. She'd built the perfect little adult life on the outside. But every morning, she'd wake up with this ache in her chest, like she hadn't really slept, like her soul was still tired. She did everything right: early bedtime, sleep tracking apps, no blue light after 9 p.m., but she still felt like she was slowly fading. One night, she hit her limit. She sat in her kitchen at 1 a.m. and just broke. Started crying over an episode of a cartoon she didn't even like. She admitted out loud, for the first time, that she hated her job, that she was lonely, that she missed her old self, and for the first time in years, she told the truth. That night, she slept 6 hours, just 6. But she woke up different, not fixed, not perfect, but more real, more grounded, because she gave herself emotional rest for the first time in forever. And that's more powerful than 8 hours of lying to yourself. So listen, I know you're tired. I know you're sick of waking up wondering if this is all there is. I know you've Googled chronic fatigue more times than you've said, I love you this year. But you're not broken. You're just not resting in the way your soul actually needs. So, what do? You stop pretending sleep will solve what your silence created. You get honest. You slow down. You start asking real questions. What part of me is the most tired? What kind of rest am I actually starving for? Who in my life makes me feel like I can exhale? What part of myself have I been ignoring? And you don't need to fix it all tonight. You just need to stop gaslighting yourself into thinking exhaustion is just part of being an adult. It's not. It's a signal. Your body isn't betraying you, it's begging you to change, to breathe, to rest. Not just sleep, but rest. The kind that feels like safety, the kind that feels like home, the kind that reminds you that you're allowed to just be, that you don't have to earn rest by being useful, that you don't have to hustle your way into being enough. So tonight, try this. No phone before bed, no fake coping rituals. Just sit with yourself. Put a hand on your chest. Breathe. Ask, what am I still carrying that I don't want to bring into tomorrow, and let it go? Even just a little. And if you can't let it go, at least stop pretending it's not heavy. Because when you start showing up for your real self, not your performance version, rest finds you. Peace finds you. Sleep becomes restoration, not just shutdown. And one day you'll wake up and think, wait, I don't feel like trash. I don't feel numb. I don't feel like a ghost. I feel here. I feel like myself again. That day is coming. Keep going. This one's for you.